do mean we, because look at this! I found him! He's back! Let's hope
I have
that,
returned.
yeah, let's hope that EU actually treats you a little bit better. So, yes, we're going to be jumping into VMX versus Under Construction. And unfortunately, they've already finished off the draft because they were supposed to start like 10 minutes ago, but they didn't. So either way, we're going to Blackheart's Bay again, would you believe, Mr. J?
Crazy.
Yeah, I know. And as I said, they have already drafted once. I'm giving you the link very quickly there, but let's take a quick look as we're just getting ready to get this game rolling. There are the teams. I am super excited for the return of the Siege Sisters, the Sergeant Hammer and the Zagara.
Wow, these compositions very, very interesting. I mean, you look at both. Wow.
I know, right?
Wow.
I know.
Super Siege, a lot of tier picks. I mean, this is...
It's an assassinless comp from VMX.
It is an assassinless comp from VMX. It is 3 specialists, a support, and a tank. Wow. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Unfortunately, as I said, we weren't able to do this one live, but we are into the game. So guess what? Because we don't have anything else to talk about, we're going to see if this is actually a game that we will keep our Mr. J in. I like it when I keep Mr. J in my games.
I hope I do get to stay in this game. I'm excited to get to at least get a chance to see this. I will be even more excited if I actually do get to see through it from start to finish.
All right.
No.
That's not the best of starts.
The disconnect symbol of doom was up in my top left corner, but it looks pretty good right now.
All right, let's keep it that way. All right, tweet is out, and we're into the game, ladies and gentlemen. As we said before, now, you might recognize some of these names. I did actually recognize them as we jumped into this, but it is going to be Team Vermitrax, which is Acer, Zon, Triple A Lotus, Tadarka, Smexy, and Beezy. Now, these were Team Yesterday Big. I think is what they called themselves before. Team Yesterday something. So, you know, these guys, they're not new to this scene. I didn't recognize their clan tag when they came into this, but they are not new to the scene. I'm super excited to see what they can do here. But yesterday, we saw Team True Fancy take on the competitors here in the finals. It is Under Construction, and Under Construction is about to find a huge surprise as Beezy and crew come out of nowhere, out of that fog. But wow, they scattered extremely well.
Yeah, they took no damage at all. I mean, just thinking if Malfurion was on the other team, like, they would have just been in a world of hurt. But luckily, Malfurion is not, and so that could have been a little bit scary, but really nice splitting for them.
Now, this is a little curious. I have seen now multiple strategies on how this map actually gets played out. So on the left, Vermitrax is putting so much pressure on the bottom lane. Everyone was already grouped up there. They're starting to really put iron screws to this tower, and in fact, that tower very likely is about to drop. At the same time, you've seen now, we saw, of course, you know, the roam here from Under Construction, but they're also now splitting back up. We're using the Vikings to cover the other 2 lanes, so they're not losing out experience here from Vermitrax, but at the same time, they're also not really able to put up a lot of pressure against this double sieging bottom lane.
Yeah, they, VMX right now is applying a lot of pressure, and like you were saying, the Zagara and Sergeant Hammer, the Siege Sisters just pushing it out. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit tough though. The top wall is slowly losing damage, with Sylvanas, of course, doing a lot of damage. The first turret will fall, and they are keeping up in experience. VMX does have a slight experience lead, but Under Construction is doing a really nice job of keeping themselves in it. But as I say that, they are now sieging up the bottom port.
Now, the chest actually did go 5-5 from both ways, but as I said, this bottom is just really looking to do as much damage as they can. You saw the knockback there, just keeping backcheck away. But yeah, Zrock has taken out both of those towers there into the mid, and you know, we're just going back and forth, you know, blow for blow. We now have Fish into the top. We could see actually now the Sylvanas roaming up. Yeah, they are, and they might start looking to work away at some more of these towers.
they're doing a really great job soaking experience. I mean, right now, Under Construction is ahead in experience. They're doing so well. With the Vikings in the top side, you see FSH taking the little coin cams, basically. So that's a free 4 coins for Under Construction. And I mean, VMX has no response other than we'll just keep sieging bot and keep pressuring, but Rygar is low on mana. They're all pretty low health. They have to be a little bit careful because if they got collapsed on, they would all be dead right now.
Well, that's the thing though. Everybody's on the map, so they know that they're not going to get collapsed upon. But you know, using the Sylvanas passive, going back and forth, we've absolutely dominated this mid area. Finally, that bottom fort is actually going to drop. Marcel and Backcheck there was really, you know, trying to delay it as much as they can, but Zrakwani has really just kind of put his own pressure here into the mid. We also got Vala into the top. She's taking down another tower there as well. And finally, we're going to start seeing a little bit of rotation here from Fnatic. But they will come out ahead in terms of the structural damage, but in terms of the experience, it is basically neck and neck.
Who needs a coin turn in when you could just take out the fort by yourself? No coin, only 5 coins have been turned in. The bottom fort and turrets, gone. Mid turrets and pretty much almost the entire fort, gone. Top, the entire wall, gone. Like, this is such a siege map right now, but I really like where Under Construction's sitting. Both of the mid and top turrets are completely wiped out, and the forts have a lot of damage taken already. So if they get a turn in, then they're going to be able to do a lot. And as I say that, Tarka just tries to prevent the turn in, but is unable to. And this turn in is going to do a lot of damage to VMX.
It will, because that's going to finish off the fort, and that's actually a 2-fort turn in.
Huge.
Yeah, 2 forts at this point, but still, I mean, there's no rest for the wicked. Fish goes immediately down over the shoulder with the siege tank, and that is going to be another kill into their pocket. 2 kills nil so far up against Vermitrax, and now really starting to put some big pressure into this bottom lane here as well. So as I said, that's going to be a 2-fort turn-in. If Blacktini can actually save a few cannonballs, and it looks like they will, they're now going to actually even able to augment this push bottom.
Wow, being able to take out the top turret and the well, and they're on the fort with Sylvanas and 2 siege giants. I mean, this is what a push. I mean, they're showing the siege sisters, like, they're showing their stuff. This is a great push right now from Under Construction, hitting level 10 well before VMX.
So the original idea was, I think, superb in concept. You know, they used the Vikings to soak the other 2 lanes, and they just really take a very fast fort bottom, because not a lot of people are actually going to rotate and put heavy emphasis down here, because if they do, they lose out the experience of the double Viking soak. The problem is, they didn't really anticipate, I guess, the Sylvanas thing. They didn't really play around that very well, because we saw Sylvanas basically soloing out mid between them and Fish and Vala into the top. I mean, the Vikings aren't going to do much against the Vala regardless, especially early on, especially with that double multi-shot. Composite and Arsenal, and then on top of that, Searing Arrows. Just like, if any of them got caught, they're basically toast. So, and they weren't able to push nearly as fast as they wanted.
Speaking of getting caught right now, they almost get the kill on Olaf. Darka went in to save Olaf and almost died himself, but he will be able to get out alive. But you look at all the coins that Under Construction has. 15 coins. They've got another turn in, and this is going straight for the keep wall right now at mid.
A 6-minute turn in to go for the keep gate. That is something, my friend. Maybe this is why we see more and more Blackguards Bay these days. Because the better siege comp wins, and by that I mean Sylvanas wins.
Yeah.
Zrock's gonna go pick up those coins, and there we go. We got the heroics now from Fnatic, so we might actually see them get a little bit more braver. Not from Fnatic, from Vermitrax. You might start seeing them get a little bit braver here for a team fight, though.
They very well could. Now is their chance. They're even in talents. They have to be careful, though. I mean, Under Construction's getting ever so close to 13, so there's a window right here where BMX wants to engage, but you can see Under Construction's just, we'll take our mercenary camps, we'll let you guys be, we don't really want to fight, and BMX is trying to find them. They are looking for that fight right now, and it may break out right this second.
Well, there's no Diablos, so they don't have that frontliner. Can we get a Devouring Maw? Can AAA Lotus actually get the Maw of Legends? Well, it's actually going to be the Vikings that drop immediately. I think that was just a huge collapse right there from Vermitrax, but now Tadarka a little bit too far forward. Diablo's now going to come into the back here. We do got the Apocalypse, only hits Lotus, but that's enough for a 2-kill turnaround, and we are still looking for that first blood from Vermitrax.
They wanted the first blood so badly there, but instead they ended up giving 2.5 for nothing. So really nice pickup for Under Construction. They're about to hit level 13, just these top minions once those are cleared, and they have no threats whatsoever going for this boss, and that's going to be an even stronger push. Meanwhile, at bot, the Knights were pushing a little bit. They didn't take anything, but there is no ammo now in those bottom turrets. Top lane is going to have so much pressure. Under Construction's doing a great job right now. What does VMX need to do besides get a pick?
Well, I'm not entirely too sure with no assassins to their name that they're going to have any kind of team fight dominance. We don't really even have a huge potential here, especially with that stage dive, for a big wombo. I mean, we got Devouring Maw into Napalm. Like, it's just not really a big team fight deciding comp, right? I really do think that their early game, they've probably practiced the strat. I want to say that they have absolutely practiced the strat. And I want to say that their early game usually fares better, and that will give them the experience lead. And playing Vikings, especially with experience lead, is much easier than playing it from behind, because when you play them from behind, they have a little bit of trouble kind of contributing. So I think they're just really taking a little bit aback about how quickly they were stopped into the bottom, or how few trades they were able to make early.
Marzol just meanwhile was able to find the ETC, forced him to use Stage Dive. So Stage Dive is on cooldown right now.
And there goes that mid keep too, a 9-minute keep because of cannonballs.
Wow, that siege, amazing. Right now, Under Construction is in complete dominance right now. They have the level 13s. I mean, I don't know what VMX can do. Exactly what you were saying. They don't have an assassin. They lack that really heavy damage. I mean, they can CC people out for a bit and try and kill somebody in the meantime, but it's going to be pretty tough to do that.
So the level 13 talent from Malfurion is actually going to be Shrink Ray. I kind of expected to see the automatic regrowth because there's not really a lot of burst to deal with here. So when you don't have a lot of burst to deal with, those automatic regrowths, plus the manually cast regrowths, plus Tranquility, you can really live through sustained damage because there's nothing really to threaten you with a burst, right? But instead he does take the Shrink Ray. Who is he going to Shrink Ray in this regard? Rhaegar? Looking for the quick kill, look for the ETC shrink.
Probably gonna try and get a pick. If anything, it's nice to get on Sergeant Hammer, slow her down if she uses the thrusters. It really allows for the combo for getting roots and then the Diablo flip. So definitely could see that. And I'm wondering where Under Construction is running to right now. They're just kind of wandering all over the place, trying to figure out. They are being very safe. You can tell that they're waiting for 16. Because yet again, VMX is looking for that engagement and they're wanting to take it right now before Under Construction can get 16, but no, they decided not to.
It's very risky to fight like in that vent area because of the Apocalypse. Like, it's just such a narrow area. Not only that, we got roots. Those big roots into Apocalypse. We also got Jaina with her Blizzard. It's a very bad spot. This is a much more open spot, and this is where Tadarka and crew really want to try to get that big value. We have the Apocalypse go off. We flip Easy on top of it, and the damage is just really starting to add up. There goes the boat. It is done. Lotus is now on the retreat. ETC is already down, could not live through that level of damage. The Healing Ward and the Tranquility. Again, there's a lot of sustain and very little burst. The Malfurion is able to counter out majority of this just absolutely flawlessly, and it does look like BZ will actually be able to get out skin of his teeth there as well. But it is 2 and a bit once more for 0 trade, as Under Construction is now just going to go turn back, and that's another turn in, Mr. J.
Another turn in, another talent up. 2 Blood for Bloods coming out. Imposing presence, really strong against VMX right now. I mean, and there's the Northern exposure as well from Jaina. I mean, the burst potential they have, super strong. They can completely negate ETC. They, Under Construction's in complete control of this. 4 Giants pushing bot, cannons on top keep. I feel that they're about to close this out very shortly. I mean, they have an entire level of BMX has.
Well, Sidarka's going to try his best, but again, he goes in, roots go out, the Blizzard is enough. Olaf is actually going to join in there as well. We have absolutely no front line whatsoever to keep these specialists happy and secure. Rhaegar is also going to get dropped down. There goes Zon once more, and the Strafe is able to pick off Eric in the back of it as well. Cannons did the job top, and the Mercs did the job bottom. Oh, finally,
they got the kill.
Easy with the artillery. Game's over. We win right there. The Apocalypse is, I think, missed the Sergeant Hammer, but it won't matter because the core is just starting to drop and drop and drop.
Yep. Two teams also, I mean, BMX has quite a ways to go. They are fighting though. They are hot on Sylvanas. Malfurion getting low. Diablo falls. He has the passive though, but it does not matter. He doesn't need it. Under construction, taking this game.
GG, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you win against 3 specialists, I guess.
Wow.
That wow.
The early 9 minute keep